Money FM 89.3. Best of breakfast. Companies to watch.
All right, welcome to Companies to Watch. And in the hot seat, as always, is Dan Coe. Dan, it's been a while since we've been together.
Yeah, this is going to be a banger of an episode because I'm certainly looking forward to, the jokes that you might have for me.
Likewise. Who's on the cards today, Dan?
Well, Companies to Watch. That's a segment where we spotlight and stock you up with ideas of listed companies that calls for your attention. So we're looking at market risks or market trends to risks as well as hidden gems or warning signs to steer clear of. 8855-0893. Text us and tell us whether you think it's going to be a hot or not. You're slightly out of sync, Emaad.
Slightly out of sync. We need some practice, Dan.
Yes, we do. Now, today we're diving into a company that's been making some serious waves in the pharmaceutical world. Now, Emaad, I know that you're quite an active guy yourself. What about having a drug that could potentially help you lose weight? All you need is a tablet.
I know Audrey is very much on board and she wants to get her hands on any kind of drug that will help her lose weight.
You're getting really excited for this one.
But she doesn't really need it.
Yeah.
And I don't think I do either, and I don't think you do too. But I'm excited for other people who may need a quick fix.
May potentially need that. Yes, we're turning over to Eli Lilly, ticker symbol LLY. You've probably heard of the name before, especially if you've been following the obesity medication market. So Eli Lilly is an American pharmaceutical giant that's been around for more than 140 years. Now, over the decades, they've built a reputation for innovation with products ranging from insulin therapies to treatments for cancer, immunology, and more recently, obesity. But the story today we're focusing on is their latest development in the weight loss space. It's an oral pill called the orforglipron. I hope I didn't butcher the name.
Orforglipron, something like that.
So here's where it gets quite interesting. Now, traditional weight loss drugs, especially GLP-1 receptor and agonists, like the semaglutide, they have been largely injectables.
That's right.
Right? So it's not exactly very accessible, especially to people who don't really like needles. But Lilly's orforglipron pretty much changes that fundamentally. Now, this is a once daily pill. It's taken orally with impressive phase 3 trial results. And according to their latest findings, patients in the trial lost an average of 10.5% of their body weight over a period of 16 months.
Interesting. I know you're an expert on all things fat burning.
Yeah.
You're in exquisite shape. You have 5% body fat, something like that?
I wish I could say so myself.
Okay. But how long would it take you or a normal person, you think, to lose 10.5% body fat using conventional methods like diet, sleep, exercise?
Well, to be honest, right, I think it varies from person to person, especially when it comes to metabolism. But I think on average, if I were to generalize, I would probably say 10.5% in a period of maybe a year or so.
Okay.
So to be honest, 16 months to lose 10.5%, that's actually quite good for
By
you
just
not
popping a pill.
Yeah, exactly. You're not even breaking a sweat.
Exactly.
Right? So it's not just about the weight though, Emaad. Markers for cardiometabolic health had also improved. That's huge because it positions Lilly as a strong competitor to other pharma giants in the market that's only expected to grow as obesity awareness and treatment demand rises. From a business perspective, Eli Lilly has been also steadily growing with, seeing growth in revenue and market reaching highs over the past few years. And what really catches the eye of investors is how strategic they've been lately as well. In addition to developing the latest drug pill for obesity, Lilly has been investing in AI-driven collaborations, just like their recent $1.3 billion partnership with Superluminal Medicines, and they've also acquired Verve Therapeutics, a gene editing company that's focused on cardiovascular diseases.
Horizontal expansion, huh?
Yeah. How do you read their current competitive edge as of today, Emaad, given the obesity pill as well?
So Novo Nordisk comes to mind in terms of competition. I think they have a slightly better efficacy rate in terms of weight loss, if I'm not mistaken. That being said, weight loss pills cost less to manufacture and store. Apparently, I was reading about this online. Current injectable versions need to be refrigerated, so that should help them in terms of their operating costs as well.
Yeah, I think so, especially since, pills are something that people might also turn to. I mean, if you're looking at losing weight, I would imagine a lot of people are not looking forward to just injecting themselves in hopes of losing weight. But yeah, I mean, let's talk about how the stock movement has been faring and how investors are reacting to this move overnight. So just as the company announced their latest results, Eli Lilly shares closed at just over $730 on Tuesday. That's a jump of almost 6% from the previous session. That spike came after news of the positive trial results for the orforglipron. Now, investors are clearly excited about the potential revenue for an oral GLP-1 treatment, especially one that could take market share from injectables. And if the FDA gives the green light by the end of the year, which is pretty much their plan, this could become a blockbuster of a product. Yeah.
Could.
Do you think people would start taking up a little bit more?
I think they would. As you rightly pointed out, the drug is now going to be submitted for approval by the US FDA later this year. The FDA could give the go-ahead as early as next year, and I think until then, people are going to hold their horses.
Yeah, I mean, the stock price hasn't exactly been doing very well as of this year. It's down about 5% year to date to $734, but I believe this might pretty much bring up some hope for the company and some optimism into it. Now, of course, we have to be cautious as well. Competition in the obesity market is fierce. We've got regulatory hurdles and pricing pressures that remains. But the current sentiment is pretty much upbeat because Lilly has a history of delivering consistent growth. And this new pill could be a game changer if adoption follows the clinical results. So, yes, what's the biggest takeaway from maybe investors or listeners looking for ideas? Now, Eli Lilly shows the power of combining legacy strength and forward-looking innovation. So they've built a stable foundation over the decades, but aren't exactly resting on past successes. By tackling emerging healthcare trends using science and technology to adapt and to adopt new kinds of approach, I believe, this might help them to build better revenue streams over the years. And it's certainly a reminder that in business, whether you're in investing or running your own company, staying ahead often means blending reliability with innovation. So, yes.
I think another big key point here is that we're talking about an addressable market of 1 billion people.
Yeah.
That's about a sixth of the global population who could benefit. Injectables won't get them there.
Exactly.
Pills will.
Oh, yeah, for sure. So, yes, let's go to the verdict, Emaad. Having considered all the factors from Eli Lilly, I will probably go with a heart. Yeah. What about you, Emaad?
So overweighting the stock, huh?
Yes, potentially, yeah.
I am going to go with the lukewarm, given to your earlier point, regulatory hurdles, competition, and other factors. So I'm gonna hold my horses for now.
I see you're not so heavyweight on this one.
I'm not so overweight.
Okay.
Neither am I underweight.
Okay. As of the 28th of August, we've got Tipranks, Yahoo, and Barron's all giving it a buy rating. And that pretty much wraps it up for analysis of today's Stock in Focus, Eli Lilly. Now, here's some fun facts, Emaad.
Great.
Did you know how the name Eli Lilly came about?
Was it a person named Eli Lilly?
Very good, Emaad. Yes. Okay. He was a pharmacist and a veteran from the Civil War. So after the war in 1876, he opened his own small pharmacy. And unlike many pharmacists at the time, Lilly insisted on producing medicine in-house with strict quality control rather than just selling remedies made elsewhere.
Very good.
So, where is the best place in Europe to lose weight?
This is a trick question.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Venice?
No, an English casino, because you can lose a few £100 in just a few minutes. One more. Can getting struck by lightning help you lose weight?
Yes, I would think so.
I'm not sure, but the answer might shock you.
Okay. I've got one for you.
Yeah.
What do you call Cardi B, the American rapper?
Yeah.
When she's at the gym?
A loose rapper? I don't know.
Cardio.
All right, and that's all we have for Eli Lilly.
Before acting on the information on Money FM, please consider if it's suitable for your own investment objectives, financial situation, and risk tolerance. To listen to more great interviews, download our podcasts at audio.sg or download the audio app. That's AWEDIO, audio at the App Store and Google Play.